Right, welcome everybody to another episode of Latif's Inspired. Today, a general little vlog behind the scenes. I know you've been enjoying them. I hope you've been enjoying the silver button. I know I opened it about, I should have opened about 100,000. However, we went to over 250,000 and it was a happy experience. So I thought I'd vlog it. I hope you've enjoyed that. Today, general little vlog. We're going to show you what we're doing. And we're going to be cooking the staff curry. So if it doesn't get too busy, I'm going to show you the staff curry. I know the staff curry is really popular, but I'm going to be cooking a proper Bangladeshi style chicken shatkora. So it's underbone chicken with shatkora. Shatkora is something, if you haven't tried, this is something that you're going to have to try. It is absolutely gorgeous. And if you put on the comment section where to get them from, in fact I might even do a vlog where you can get shatkora from. You can only get that from Bangladeshi cash and carries, etc. So this one is a chicken Rajwala, lots of garlic, and now let me make the lamb one. So that's fresh garlic, kasoori, methi, pinch of salt's gone in. Put in some bay leaf, green and red pepper, tomato, bit of mixed powder. Now this, they want Madras strength, so it should be about a teaspoon of chilli powder. Wonderful. Tomato puree. Got some bhuna onions in. Wonderful. Portion of lamb. This is the pre-cooked curried lamb, which I've got on the channel, so make sure to watch it. So it's nice and softened and it's got all the bhuned up spices already in there. So let this marry up together on a slow flame. This one is ready. Look at that thick sauce bubbling away. I always say custard consistency. Chef over here, Alauddin, is cooking a lentil, which is the dal. There you go. This is ready for getting ready for service. Oh, lovely chicken Rajwala. This is one of the most popular dishes on the menu. If you'd like to see this on the channel, let us know, because this is a scrumptious, delicious dish. Lots of garlic, lots of fresh garlic, garlic paste, etc. Wonderful. Coriander to garnish. Well, right onto the lamb again. It was on a very low heat. Heat it back up. Everything's bhuned up together. Now, a ladle of base gravy. Put it on a high gas. A touch of cream for richness. And we're going to bring this to a boil. That dish is in fact a Madras hot dish. So I'm going to add some chilies. Look at that colours. Oh, wonderful. Let it come to a simmer. A tandoori chef making some lovely cumin naans. So marinated minced meat gone into the lamb, gone into inside the dough. I'm going to whack it in the tandoor. Right, as you saw, Shuman Bhai was making the keema naan breads, and this is the Madras strength Rajwala, which is ready. Nice thick consistency. Lovely whole spices, the bay leaf, the lamb, the green chilies. In fact, I'm gonna just garnish it with some of these. Yo, check that out, beautiful. That's the lamb Rajwala. Wonderful dish. I forgot. Right now, I'm gonna cook 2 chicken tikka balti dishes. We've got our own balti paste, so this is gonna be delicious. So I'm cooking 2 dishes in one. So about 2 teaspoons of garlic. Go. Peppers, green and red. Some onions going in. This is brooned up already. So Methi, mixed powder, chili powder, tomato puree. This is the in-house balti paste that we make. So 1, 2. Broon up all the spices together. Some tomatoes. 2 portions of chicken tikka going in. Look at that. Lovely char grilled chicken tikka. Broon everything up together. Fresh coriander, look at the colors. Look at the colors. Zoom into that, mama. Wow. You can just eat it like that. Now for the onion gravy. 2 portions, 2 ladles. Wonderful. Now put it on a high heat and let that come to the correct consistency, and all those spices and all those flavors are going to marry up together. This is the crucial part. So we've got all the elements of the spices, and now we're going to bring it to a boil and thicken it up. Now Chef Alauddin has put too much water on the pre-cooked lentils, but it's fine, so we're going to have to cook it out for a bit longer. So when we get orders of taka dal, dansaks, etc., we use this lentil. It's the famous chicken tikka masala. 2 of the baltis. Oh, look at chef's sheikh kebab. Lovely natural colors, nice little spices. This is the taste of kabida kebab style. And then we have some tandoori flavored caramelized onions garnished with some coriander. Tandoori king prawns. Oh, check these prawns out. It's still got its tail on. Nice, juicy, plump lobster style king prawns. Tandoori king prawn nakita. Start up. Tandoori king prawns. With the onions. Shish kebabs, the tandoori chicken. No, give me some.
One chicken tikka balti.
Chaton puri this is going to be. Chicken tikka, bruna onions, cucumbers, fresh onions, chaat masala, tamarind sauce, and some spices. Garlic, bruna onion, kasoori methi, pinch of salt. The curried lamb.
One inside, one outside. Take number. One together. One in, one out. Okay.
The chana chat is ready. That's the chicken bolti, sizzling away. Chicken madras, lamb bruna masala, 2 chicken tikka masalas. Chicken madras. Another masala. Masalas are flying out. Butter, oil, loads of garlic, onion, mushroom, salt for seasoning, a bit of herbs. Tomato puree. Mushrooms are looking wonderful. Let that soften up. Right people, it's been a busy day and now the staff are hungry. We're going to make a lovely staff curry. As I mentioned, this is Shatkora. It's spelled as Satkora or Shatkora. This is a sort of, it's like a bitter lemon. Now this is the flavorful part. You have to get rid of this. Sometimes it gets a bit bitter, but I'm going to use this because we've used this before and we make a nice pickle out of it. So this is the game changer. If you're Sylheti you know what this is. This is the most flavoursome ingredient in most Sylheti dishes. The most famous beef curry, beef shatkora gusht, is cooked with this. Now, this is only grown in Bangladesh and is eaten in Sylhet. They've frozen this, and we bought this packet. You can get it from most Bangladeshi Asian sort of supermarkets. This is so delicious. You have to go to a Bangladeshi cash and carry and ask for shatkora. It is so beautiful. Just adding one piece, it just makes it a lovely fragrant. Right, we've got 2 medium chickens, about 1,300 grams. So that's about 2.5 kg of chicken we're going to cook. So I'm going to be using 2 onions, 3 tomatoes, and a green pepper for a nice thick gravy. I'm only going to use half a green pepper. You don't want to put too many onions, and it's going to be too much gravy-ish, so I'm not going to do that. I've got my garam masalas ready, and now I'm going to start cooking the curry. Let me cut some of the onions. This is going to turn into a gravy, so it doesn't really matter. So cut it into big pieces, no problem. So that's one. Go. Green pepper. This is going to turn mushy and become a gravy. It's going to dissolve. There you go. Let's get the handi ready. Bismillah. Right, to start off with, we're going to need some vegetable oil. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, about 10 tablespoons of oil. This is the Bangladeshi spice mix, guys. Punch phoron. There's 5 different spices in there. This is absolutely delicious, nice, fragrant, and it brings a sort of just lifts the flavour. You've got the nigella seeds, the mustard seeds, the methi seeds, the fennel seeds. Unbelievable. This is the Bangladeshi garam masala. So about 1 tablespoon gone in there. Asian tezpata, which is a bay leaf, 3 or 4. Got the Indian cinnamon. This is the cassia bark, which is the cheaper version, but it's not as sweet as that cinnamon, but it's very fragrant. About 8 to 10 cardimons, green cardamom. Let that all heat up in the oil. This is our famous ginger garlic. I've got a paste on our channel, so have a look. It's basically 50-50 ginger and garlic, green peppers and green chilies. We're going to be using about 3 tablespoons. And 1 good tablespoon of garlic. You know I love my garlic. I love a wonderful flavour. And anything citric and tomato, we need a lot of garlic. So good amount of garlic gone in there. Just a bit of coriander. Don't be shy on the oil, guys. You need a fair bit of oil for this to cook wonderfully. And while that's heating up, all these go in. So the onions, the green peppers, the tomatoes. Wonderful. This is going to create our lovely gravy. As you know, in BIR cooking, we use a lot of base gravy. This is going to be a nice amount of gravy for this dish. I use about 2.5 tablespoons of salt to taste, people. Go. Now this is going to take about 10-15 minutes to soften up, and then I'll show you the next step. And as you can see here, Chef Alauddin is getting the poppadoms ready. He's got two, and he's going to wait for the oil. He's going to start frying them, so I'll show you how the poppadom's done as well. Right, people, so now I'm going to be adding the shatkora from this frozen packet. Here you go. You can leave it, if you want to leave it whole, it's best to add it last 15-20 minutes before you finish cooking. However, how I'm going to do it, I just want it to dissolve. So it's going to have the shatkora in the background. Because if you got these pieces, somebody will have it, somebody won't. Or you can cut it in small pieces and put it in however you prefer. I'm just sticking them all in and I want it to dissolve. There's different ways of cooking it. I like experimenting it. And this is a Sylheti dish. So I'm going to use the Sylheti inspired shatkora. This way it's going to dissolve and everybody's going to have a taste of it. Loads of ginger and garlic in here. This is very fragrant. Beautiful. Right, I'm just going to put my lid on and let this cook for about 10-15 minutes. I'm going to come back to it every few minutes. So basically I don't want the ginger and garlic to stick at the bottom, and if that happens it's going to create a bitter flavor and I don't want that. It's got the salt already, so it's going to release the natural liquids from the tomatoes, the green peppers and the onions. So we'll come back to it shortly. Right people, I forgot to mention we're going to add some green chilies. Here you go. It's about 10-11 green chilies. These are humongous as you can see, so it's not as spicy as the Thai ones. So they go in. Thai bird's eye green chilies are the best ones. Look, the gas is a bit too high, so it's sort of sticking at the bottom, which I don't want. So I'm going to put it on a low heat. Let everything just soften up beautifully. If you're using less oil, you can add a drizzle of water. I'm not going to do that at this moment. I want that fried taste, the fried ginger and garlic and the onions, everything to caramelize. Wonderful. Ya Alauddin?
Yes.
What are you making?
Making papadum.
Papadum, yeah? So you got Chef Alauddin making papadums. There you go, look at them go. Go on my son. So whack them in. Puffs up beautifully. It needs to be turned around at the correct time. If it doesn't puff up too much, it's going to be extra crispy and it's not going to be cooked properly. If it's done too much, it's going to be a bit bitter, which we try to avoid. There you go. Look at that. Very hot oil, puffs up beautifully, and you got Mr. Presser pressing them. Now we're not too busy, but if he was busy, he'll have to do that himself with the those spatulas, which he does a pretty good job. Now in most restaurants these days they cut it into 4 pieces and stick it in the fat, the oil, and it creates a lovely crispy papadums, which we are thinking about doing, but this is the traditional method. Beautiful. Chef Alauddin doing a great job. Say hello, man.
Hello guys.
Wonderful. Beautiful job. Papadums. There you go. Beautiful. What a beauty. There you go. Come on, my son. Lovely jubbly. Wonderful. If you enjoy papadums, you definitely like this part of the video. Check up on the curry. Yo. Zoom into that. As you can see there, you don't want it to stick at the bottom. Wonderful. You can just add a splash of water if you wish. But as I said, look at these shatkoras are going to be dissolving. Look at that. Look at these lovely colors. Nice thick onions, green peppers, tomatoes, becoming nice and mushy. Smelling divine. Right, it's been cooking for a good 25 minutes or so. I hope everything's become nice and mushy. I put some water in there. So basically I want this to be like a base gravy consistency. As you can see, this base gravy here, check this out. There you go. So this is the BIR style. It's been boiling away. It's become too thick at the moment. But check this out now. Yes, can you see that? Can you see that? So there you go. You still can see the bits of the onions, the tomatoes, the green chilies, the green peppers. So now we're gonna add. If I had more time, I would make it even more into a mush. But this is perfectly fine. Now let's add some spices. We want it to be nice and spicy. So for 2 chicken, it should be about 2 tablespoons. This is a bit more than medium. Mixed powder, you can use general curry powder. I'm using 2 tablespoons of mixed powder. Right, ground coriander. I know what you're saying. In the curry powder, there's already coriander powder, etc., etc. But I like the mix because there's fenugreek, ground fennel, etc., etc., mustard, and so on. So this is 2. So this is about 3 tablespoons of ground coriander powder, and I'm going to use 2 tablespoons of cumin. There you go. I'm not using any garam masala because this is a sort of sour, spicy sort of dish. So I want it to be. Garam masala is more when it's a meat dish for the fragrance, and I don't really need it. I've already got the cassia bark and the cardimon, etc. So the kasoori methi has just gone in there. There you go. I'm not using any tomato puree here. So this is just natural colors, and I've got to use the turmeric. So let's just give this a nice little mix, and let me get the turmeric. Wonderful color. So on the mixed curry powder, there's already turmeric there. So I'm using just less than 1 tablespoon. This is going to build a lovely color and flavor. So we just booner everything together. And what I like to do is I like to cook out the spices, and then I'm going to add the chicken. So give this a few minutes. Can you see this? Really mushy. So it needs to break down and become this nice thick sauce. So now you don't know where the shatkora is, you don't know where the tomatoes are, where the green peppers are, where the onions are. Beautiful. Smells nice, Mama. What do you think? Go on. Nice smell. There's that shatkora. There you go. That shatkora. Mash it up. There you go. So this is khoshaing everything together, which is boonering everything. Very important. So this is on a very low heat. I'm going to let this cook for a few minutes. Then I'm going to add some water and let it cook down before I add the chicken. Right, people. It's about 9:15. Alauddin's nearly finishing all the papadoms. The curry's been cooking for a good 40 minutes or so. I've cooked it properly. All the masala is ready. Basically, come check this out, Mama. Can you see it? Can you see it looks like a base gravy? Steam. Yeah? Lots of steam? Zoom in.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Check this base gravy. Oh, Mama. This is the actual base gravy. Can you see that? See that? And this is the base gravy for the staff curry. There you go. Wonderful. So this is the natural gravy. So basically, the reason why in British Indian restaurant style of cooking, we use the base gravy is because of this. As you can see, this has taken us 45 minutes. So if you get a base gravy done, it's onion, green peppers, carrots, etc. But the most important is the bagar. When we put the spices in, then we add the base gravy. So this is wonderful now. Turn the gas a bit down. Beautiful. Thick masala. There you go. Now if you don't enjoy the cardimons, you can start picking them out now, but we don't have time. This is the medium chicken. This is 2 medium chicken. Bismillah. So there you go. So it's got a nice thick sauce, and this chicken is going to release some liquid. Now at home we would make this a bit more runnier, like a brothy type. However, I know you like my British Indian restaurant style of cooking, and you Bengali chefs out there, if you cook the cooks at home, basically, if you cook a curry like that, you're going to have a wonderful thick sauce, and I promise you the children will love it. There you go, nice thick gravy, and we're going to put the lid on. I know what my friend's wife is going to be saying to me. She doesn't like all that mess, but we're always so busy, so we can't clean it. But if you're watching, Bobby, there you go. Clean it for you. Put the lid on, medium heat, and we'll come back to it in a good 20 minutes. It'll be done, but we'll come and check up on it in about 5-10 minutes. I don't want it to stick to the bottom. But let's have a look at the chicken. Bismillah. There you go, look at that. Lovely sauce, nearly getting stuck to the bottom, but it was on a high heat. It's releasing all the liquid. I promise you guys, if you make this at home, how I'm showing you, the family is going to really enjoy it. You're going to have a restaurant style of curry at home. Wonderful. So 10 minutes it was on a high heat. Now we're going to put it on a low heat. Put the lid on. Now the time, 10 minutes exactly. So now we're going to do Salat al-Maghrib. Right people, Aladdin's tidied up. The curry's been cooking for about a good hour. Now since I put the chicken in, it's been 20 minutes. Now let's have a look. Bismillah. There you go, wonderful. That oil has come to the top. Now for some fresh coriander, beautiful coriander. There you go. Now if you're wondering, the luxury work as chefs, check this out. These are my hands. Now it's been very busy, and I've got some oil marks and stuff, so very dangerous work. It's not as luxurious as you think. And check this sauce out. There you go. This is lovely. Nice thickness to it. It's not a brothy sort of sauce. This is lovely. Can you smell that, Mama? Can you smell that? Yeah? Very fragrant. This is the difference with shatkora. Shatkora is an absolutely gorgeous vegetable. If you haven't had it before, you need to try it. And you need to go to an Asian supermarket, preferably Bangladeshi supermarkets, and it's got the most beautiful shatkoras. Now let's dish this up and put some. Let me show these guys the sauce. Look at that. Look at that. Lovely. Chicken on the bone. Oh, look at that shatkora. This bit hasn't mushed up. There you go. Let's give a little piece of chicken for one of the lads to try. There you go. Turn the gas off, and I'm going to let one of the lads try this out. Right, beautiful people, check this out. Nice thick sauce, got the coriander garnish and the chicken. Let me show you this. This is a lovely sauce. It's not too thick, but it's thick enough. Now I'm going to try the sauce because I love the shatkora sauce. My mouth is salivating because of that sour taste. Bismillah. Oh yes. Spicy, tangy, sour. Wow. This is like, it's got that tang. What's that word? Tanning. The tanning on this. It's like when you're drinking tea, the tanning. This is beautiful. Check this chicken out. soft, melt in your mouth. Piping hot. This is a wonderful dish. You have to try this at home, I promise you. Go look and find some shatkora. Try this dish exactly how I've made it, and I promise you it's a game changer. It's absolutely gorgeous. My stamp of approval. Now if you've enjoyed this vlog, behind the scenes, and the shatkora curry, the staff curry, don't forget to like, share and subscribe for more videos at Latif's Inspired. Thank you very much. I love you all, and thanks for all the support. Really appreciate it. See you soon.